So, letzte Woche war Merz schön in die Villa, chillen mit seinem unglaublichen, gute, gelaunte Partner. Und dann am Wochenende war es ein 3-Gänge-Menü oder 3-Sterne-Menü, das wir alle zugucken könnten. Und ja, diese Woche gibt es wieder Rede über Gehaltserhöhung für die Leute. Ja, klar ist die Stimmung gut bei Friedrich Merz und die anderen korrupte Bullshit-Leute. Of course, of course. Of course they think that the mood in the country is great because they're getting a raise of $1,000 a month. What? Look, I make pretty good money. I can't complain. You know, I can complain, but I make pretty good money relative as a truck driver. But ain't nobody giving me $1,000 a month more. Like, no, I would have to be able to fly the truck from one place to another. I would have to be able to do something that no one else can do, right? To get $1,000 more a month. And these motherfuckers that are ripping us off and doing everything they can to fuck up this country and the people that live in it, right? They get an extra $1,000 a month. Now just think about how insane this is, right? We didn't even give them that money. Like, they work for us, right? On paper, they work for us. And they don't even have to ask us if they can get an extra $1,000. I thought the country was broke. Like, they've got money. We don't have enough money for the infrastructure and the bridges and the pension plans and the healthcare system. And we can't even give you guys the $2 a month, rabat that we were going to give you on your energy prices. No, all that. We don't have the money for that, guys. Sorry. But, we need an extra $1,000 a month on top of our $20,000 a month that we already fucking get. Now, how crazy is that? Just think about it. How insane it is that this is possible, right? Like I said, last week they're chilling in a villa that we paid for, right? They're in a villa talking about team building and how great it is and how their mood is it's just amazing how good they get along. It's so, oh wow, it's so fucking good. And then right afterwards, they tell us about their awesome 3-star menu that they ate together, and they were having, because it was the Tag der Deutschen Einheit, so it was a holiday, and they were out there, having fun on their holiday and eating a very expensive 3-star meal. I mean, and they had to show us all that, right? They always have to show us, right? They always have to go, look, guys, look at you stupid motherfuckers, you broke pussies. You know what I'm saying? We're out here eating fat cats, and we're in the villa, and we're chilling, and we get an extra $1,000 a month, and we're gonna eat this awesome shit right in front of you motherfuckers. Well, we know you can't afford squat, right? And then they have the fucking balls to get on TV and go, oh, the country's mood is getting so good. Friedrich Merz is like, oh, you've never seen the mood improve so quickly in a country before. It's amazing. I'm amazing. I'm Friedrich Merz, the amazingste Politiker in fucking Germany and in the world. I'm amazing. Look how awesome I've made the country. Dude, listen here. Guys, I don't know how many times I can stress this, okay? I'm getting the idea that because of some of the votes that have been going on, like NRV, CDU, okay? Gelsenkirchen, I think, again, CDU. I get the impression there are still too many people that just don't get how serious this shit really is. These people are psychopathic maniacs that do not give a fuck about you, your kids, anything that you do, except for when you pay the money you are forced to pay at the point of a gun so they can put it in their own pockets or give it to coke snorting Zelensky while telling everybody here, oh, we need to get the kids ready for war. We need to go to war. With who? With Russia? What? Like I said before, guys, if Germany or the EU gets us into a war with Russia, I'm moving to Russia and I will fight on their side. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here with this shit. This is crazy. These people are lunatics. I don't know how many times I've got to say it. What are the people that are still thinking to vote for the CDU and all that shit waiting for? What are you thinking? Right? Do you think these people are ever going to change in any way to benefit you? Just like I say in every video, think back to the last 20 years. These same people have been in power. Even when I didn't live here, I still saw Friedrich Merz on TV. He was still a politician. It's the same fucking people. over and over and over again. And every single time, they fuck the country up just a little bit more. And yet, the people still vote for them. You know, and look, I watch news pretty much every day, right? Because they're the only source of news that is actually a little bit balanced, right? But even those people, right? Even those people will not come out and try to push the public into voting for the AFD. People, when when fucking Elon Musk said that it was the last chance for Germany, he is not lying. I see what he sees. A lot of you guys see what I see and what he sees, right? But there's still too many people that still think, oh, but the CDU and, they're so Christian. And I don't know where you guys are getting this shit. The CDU voted during Corona to have you fucking locked in your house, yeah, to make you not be able to go to church. And the worst thing ever, yeah, the CDU, the so-called Christians, yeah, they voted to have you stay away from your grandma and your loved ones while they were dying alone in the hospital. These people are scumbags. You can't hate them enough. They're scumbags. They're not Christians. They're not fucking believers. They're not in there to do good for the country. They think they are, right? They think they are. And we keep going, oh, well, but they believe they're doing the right thing. So maybe we should just let them do it. No, listen, people. We all know they're not doing the right thing. We know it. We can see it in front of our fucking eyes. And yet we still go, oh, well, but they believe it. Well, so who cares? Who cares what they believe? Fuck them. Fuck them. Get rid of these people. Do you want your kids going to war in Ukraine against Russia? Do you really think your kids are up to it? You think so? You think so? And do you want to go and fight a war because politicians that are so fucking stupid and so arrogant and so incompetent are making a war happen? It's not like we're getting invaded by Russia. No. And even the invasion in Ukraine is completely understandable because exactly the same situation happened in America with the Cold War when Russia wanted to put missiles in Cuba. When Russia wanted to put missiles in Cuba, America said, no, we're willing to go all the way to nuclear war to make that stop happening. Sorry, that's not happening. But if Russia does the same, then he's an evil fucker who wants to take over Europe. Get out of here with that shit. Now they're doing false flags all over the place, right? To try to make you people think, oh my God, it's drones over München. Oh my God. Well, we better let Friedrich Merz put together an army of our children to fight Russia. Good luck and have fun getting your kid back in a fucking body bag, okay? Because that's where these people are taking this country. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. I guess a lot of you people are still waiting for it to actually happen. You're like, nah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And you believe this shit about the drones. Listen, how is Russia going to get a bunch of fucking drones over Munich? Right? How's that going to happen? And what good would it do? Do you really think that they would have any intention of trying to invade Europe and a bunch of NATO countries? They do not want that. It doesn't do shit for them. Plus, we've got nothing they want. They've got all the minerals, all the oil, all the shit that we actually need, right? But we don't want it because it's Russian. Oh, no. Well, we can't have, because everything we do is based on morals and moralization because we're the good guys. We're the good guys and Russia is bad. Look, these people are propagandistic, psychopathic liars, and we cannot allow them to stay in power. You know what I mean? I guess that people really don't understand, right? Really don't understand that it's either going to be get the AFD in there and let them have a chance to fix this problem, or get subjugated, so get on your knees and kiss Friedrich Merz's ring and the SPD and the left because they're going to be your new rulers, right? Which they pretty much already are, okay? Or you're going to have to violently fight them out of their fucking perches in office. Now, I don't think the last two options are things that any one of us really want. Do you think I want to give up my life, take up arms, and try to overthrow the government? No. It probably wouldn't even work. You know what I mean? So use the democratic processes that you have while you still have them and get these globalist people out of the way never let them have power again, and give the AFD the chance to right this country. It's happening everywhere, guys. Look, Czechia, they are right-wing populists came on board. Thank God. Because we saw in Moldova, that the EU was able to interfere once again to keep the right-wing populists out of office there. To keep the Europe positive woman, whatever her fucking name is, I don't even know who she is, but you know what I'm saying? They want people that are globalists. Friedrich Merz is a globalist. The CDU people are a globalist. And you can say all you want, but the Abgeordnete and the people under Merz, they're tired of Merz. Yeah, well, if they were, they'd fucking leave. Okay? So they're not that tired of, they're still supporting him. They're still supporting all of his lies, all of his bullshit, and staying in the party. So those people that say that Carsten Lindemann and all, but they're the good guys. No. They're supporting these evil motherfuckers. They're not the good guys. They're on board with the evil. They're on board with the lies. They're on board with the fucking over of the public. And they're going to stay. So Carsten Lindemann is part of that club. Until people come out and say, I'm done with the CDU. I'm out. I'm going to give up my government position in the CDU, join the AFD or whatever. Those people are part of the problem, right? So stop giving those people grace. They are just followers. They're lemmings, right? They're going to follow Friedrich Merz right over the cliff. They are, because they're that addicted to this power and the money they get for being there. The money they absolutely don't deserve. These people are earning $20,000, $30,000 a month almost, right? And then they just decide one day, they go, well, the country's got no money, everything's fucked, the Wirtschaft brennt up, the economy is completely ruined, people are fucking losing their jobs, companies are leaving the country, the energy prices are so high we can barely pay for them anymore, but let's give ourselves another $1,000 a month. I'm sure the public will appreciate that. That shows you how much disgust they have for you, right? How much they hate you people. Right? They fucking hate you, right? They hate you because they're in there at their 3-star menu, dangling their extra $1,000 a month on the fucking TV in front of your face, and they don't give a shit how you feel about it. They know that it's gonna piss everybody off. They don't care. They don't care. So, guys, I keep repeating this message, right? I keep repeating the message. This country is basically on life support, right? The people living in this country who are being forced to pay these exorbitantly high taxes are basically on life support. And so the only way to get off life support is to get someone in there that can fix the problem, or at least will try. The EU is a failed fucking project, right? It's failed. The AFD is the only people for Germany that are going to be able to do anything about the EU problems. Because the fact is, Germany is the big cash cow for the EU. And I think people like Alice Weidel and the AFD people are going to be able to go to Brussels and say, listen up, guys. No more fucking around with our internal politics. No more telling us what we can and cannot do on the border. No much telling us who we can and cannot deport. What the human rights are for who and whatever. No. And if you don't agree, we're out. Or we'll just stop paying all the money. How's that? How about we pull the cash cow out of the EU and see how good you guys do without it? But the politicians we have now are part of that infrastructure. They're globalists. They want the EU to succeed because they believe that in this global one world government they want, they believe they're going to play a part in it. They're that stupid to think that the global government is going to allow people like Friedrich Merz and Annalena Baerbock to run anything? No, they're just useful morons in their plan. They want this globalist, one world government, cashless society where they have total totalitarian control over everything and everybody. And we cannot allow them to have it. We can't allow them to continue. Donald Trump is the only thing standing in the way of that right now, except for the AFD, the right-wing populists all over the Western world that are winning elections in a lot of places. Right? They really are. They're winning a lot of elections. So we are starting to win. We are starting to take control of the narrative. You know what I'm saying? We are. The internet has helped us do that. We are taking control of the narrative. We are taking control of ourselves, our information, what we choose to believe and what we choose not to believe. And we can't believe these people for shit. You don't believe anything they say. They've lied about absolutely everything, and we've seen it. The proof is there. So guys, I mean, If them shitting on you and telling you, hey, we're going to eat at a 3-star restaurant, we're going to fucking have our $1,000 a month extra. I mean, didn't they just get a fucking pay raise last year? How many fucking pay raises do these people get? You know what I mean? And we're going to go to a villa and we're going to tell you guys how great it was and how great of a team building exercise we're doing and how awesome we are and how fantastic we all are. And they don't care. If that's not enough to show you how much disgust, disdain, and hatred these people have for you, then I don't know what else it's going to take. I guess it is going to take your kids getting killed in some war they started. I guess that's what it is. Because you guys just won't get it together. People, I'm telling you, last chance. Get these fucking morons out of power. Please. You know what I mean? Please. Because otherwise your options are going to be limited. I guess the only good thing is that we can all still leave. Right? We can all still leave. If they put in a fucking draft here where your kids have to go to war, you can leave Germany. You know what I'm saying? They can't. You can leave. That's the good thing. Just remember that. Just remember that. Keep your mouths open. Keep talking. Keep complaining. I know Friedrich Merz doesn't like it. Keep fucking putting the fire to these people. And as soon as you get the chance to vote again, it doesn't even matter what kind of election it is. Local election, state election, election for dog catcher, election for president of a school board. Who cares? Vote in the AFD people. We have to get rid of these morons. They're going to get us killed, people. I don't know what else to tell you.